Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Angular 19. Today we are going to learn about the Angular component architecture. Angular's component architecture is the foundation of its framework designed to build scalable, maintainable and the dynamic web applications. Components are the building blocks of the Angular applications and they work together to create a cohesive user experience. Let's have a look key elements of the Angular component. So here we have first of all we have a HTML template. Okay, so template or the template URL defines the view or the UI. If I go to my project, we have already the app component, right? So here you can see that in the app component.ts, we have first of all we have a selectors, then we have a mod imports, then we have a template URL, then we have a style URL. Okay, so the template URL is basically for attaching your HTML file, app component.html, where you can write your HTMLs. Okay, and after this here we have the style URL, we have style sheet app component.css where you can add your CSS files. Then this is selector wherever you want to write this one app root, it will call this component into that file. So this is the selector where we can use it. So here you can see that CSS styles or the style URL encapsulate the styles for the component. Component class contains the logic and the data binding for the component. There is a component class also. Here you can see decorator with component. So what it will do, decorator at that component metadata that tells the Angular that the specifies of the component. So that means it's a component file, right? Okay, so here you can see that, and this is our component class where you can write our logic. Okay, contains the logic data binding for the component. So this what we will do, it will doing the logic part, right? Because here you can see that the title is test app. If I go to my browser, here you can see it says that the hello test app, and the test app is dynamic. If I make it like this, currently it's not running, right? So let me run this, and if I just do the dynamic part over here, you can see test app 2 or something, save this, and here you can see that test app 2. So the logical things comes over the component.ts file, correct? Okay, and the decorator component metadata that tells the Angular the specifies of the component that this is our component. Okay, and there are some things here you can see that we have a selector template URL style URLs, and here you can example that one. Okay, and we have some of the more thing over there, components, the building block of for creating the applications in the Angular. How we can define a component. Every component has a few main parts. First of all, that is at the rate component decorator that contains some configurations used by the Angular. Okay, that is an HTML a template that controls what renders into the DOM. That will suggest by the HTML template. Okay, CSS selector we have that defines how the component is used in the HTML. Okay, a TypeScript class with the behavior such as handling user input or making the request to a server. Okay, there is a class here you can see that this is the class that is a TypeScript class with behaviors such as handling user input, making requests to a server, any mouse events, any input events, it will come under this one. Okay, so here you can see that a example of that one. Okay, at the rate component decorator also optionally accepts a styles property for any CSS you want to apply to your template. You want to see, let's have a look. So here you can see that selector we have added user profile in the template. Here you can see that you directly add the HTML file, and the styles you can directly do the CSS part. Okay, and then your component goes over here. So add that component decorator also optionally accepts a styles property for any CSS you want to apply to your template. Got it? So this is the thing. Okay, separating HTML and CSS in the separate files. How you can do that? So here you have to use the template URL and the style URL, and here you have to add your where your HTML file resides and where your CSS file there. Okay, so this is how you can separate out the HTML and the CSS files that is used for the modularity. Okay, a neat and clean structure. Okay, so this is how you can do that. Any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.